All right, so this will be episode 14 of me documenting my journey to profitability on YouTube trading ES futures using order flow. So yeah, we haven't see when did I post the last video? After 10 days of no videos, I am back. And here is my TradeZella. As you can see, we haven't taken an entry for a week and 1 day, or actually a week and 2 days, I guess would be today. But yeah, that's why I haven't posted, because I haven't taken any trades. I've been posting on TikTok and a little bit on YouTube Shorts, just documenting, like I've been posting live videos and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, we're back. This is our first entry in a week about, and as you can see, we did make some money today, but it was low-key, I don't want to say a shit show because I did have a valid thesis, but it was this trade was not like my normal trades. It was kind of against my rules. It was out of my plan, and I'm gonna break that down for you guys in this video. But yeah, if you are new here, I am just documenting my journey to profitability trading ES futures with order flow, as I said already. So if you want to see more of that, or you're on the same journey, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. I would appreciate that. But anyway, so let's just start with the plan for today. So we had CPI at 7:30 Central, and this is pre-CPI, or no, it's not, I'm sorry. This is after CPI. So basically I was using this level 5646 to 5655 as a gauge whether or not I wanted to play long or short. So above this level, I wanted to play long, looking for dips. Below this level, I wanted to play shorting pops. So that is our plan for today. This is the 5-minute chart of the session today. This is CPI news, this big candle right here. And we opened up like around 30-40 points away from our planned level. So I knew that either we were going to not trade, the fly just flew by my face. So I knew that either we weren't going to take any trades, or we were going to have to wait for a sell-off to occur before we made any decisions. So that's where I was at after CPI data. Then after CPI data, we get a bit of a sell-off and then a slow grind up. Let me just try to walk you through my mindset during this entry that I took. So here's VIX. As you can see, all-time low. VIX is on a 15-minute, by the way, so it is a little different. But anyway, it looks like we're bouncing off the all-time low right here, and we are going to start continuing up, which was not here yet. As you can see now, that's exactly what happened. When I did have that theory, it was the opening candle, and I saw we couldn't break through it for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. And so basically what I thought was going to happen was VIX was going to bounce and we were going to get a sell-off. So that was my thesis. And what I also noticed was the CPI swept the previous high over here. So we grabbed liquidity to the upside, and my prediction was to then retrace to some internal liquidity level, like a fair value gap or something. And if you guys have followed me, you know I don't use these levels to trade normally. I always have been mindful of them, but I've never really played based off of them in any other trades that I've taken. So that's one way this trade is different than everything else. But anyway, that was my thesis. My thesis was we were going to retrace either all the way down or just bounce off of it, or you know what I mean? I didn't know. But my thesis was to at least touch the 67666 level. So that was what I thought was going to happen. Now, looking at my entry here, I entered the trade at 8:37 at 5685.50. So that is right around this. Oh, I'm sorry. That is right around this candle right here. This little doji 5-minute, if you can see it, it's pretty much where I entered. This blue line is actually my entry point, or just about. So I entered very early, and you can see that price actually went up out of my favor about, I want to say it was a little over 10 points, around 10 points. Yeah, just about 10 points. So that's another thing. If you know me, you know that I don't take trades and risk anything more than 4 points ever. So what was happening here was VIX continued to bounce throughout the opening 15 minutes. And I kept bumping my stop loss up and up because I saw that price was going out of my favor and my thesis was still valid. So what I did was I was bumping my stop loss up, and I decided that I would risk $1,800 on the trade, which is my max daily loss. And if I hit that, then I would close the trade, call it a day. And yeah, so by the entry, you can tell that this is why you don't want to take premature entries, because since I entered here, where's my stop going to be? My stop has to be above this previous high, because there's no structure here that's going to allow me. You could possibly say 9.9, but there's no structure really to play off of with a good stop other than the previous high. So that's why this entry was already garbage. I was not patient. I was in the trade 7 minutes after the market opened. But I'm just telling you guys what happened, because this is the reality of what happened, and I'm trying to give you guys my mindset. So I decided I was gonna risk $1,800 on the trade, and if I lost, call it a day. So price moves up, and what happens on Bookmap, I don't have it pulled up, but what happens is we're struggling to break above the VWAP on Bookmap. So that was a good sign to me, and then we eventually did, but we could not hold above it, and eventually the selling did start. That was by the grace of God. So yes, I was 10 points out of my favor. I think my stop loss was at 5,697.50 if I'm not mistaken. So my stop loss was right here. That is very close to my stop loss. I remember being down like 1,300 at one point, but anyway, we get that reversal and take profit off at 10 points like I always do. And then my final target was just the beginning of this fair value gap. Hindsight, I could have rode it all the way down, even to the lower fair value gap, and maybe who knows more, I guess. But after that terrible initiation, I was just like, I'm taking the money. I don't need to ride this thing. I just want to take my normal profit target and get out of here. I would be lying if I said that trade didn't have me in a bit of a blender. I mean, it was one of those trades where, like I knew I was prematurely in, and I knew that my stop loss was gonna have to beat the previous high, which is like almost like 22 points or something. Like, I've never taken a trade where I'm risking 22 points. So the entry was garbage. The entry was terrible. And the management, I guess you could say, was good, but I'm just going to give that one to God, because, I mean, bumping a stop loss up is not something you should ever practice. I mean, I guess I did have a hard stop of $1,800, but like, that is just bad habits. I was only doing that because I was attached to the trade in the first place. So I was trying to tell everyone that, or I'm trying to make it a point for me this time around to practice good habits, follow the process, and that is that. And I don't take trades outside of my plan. Today I slipped up straight up. Today I slipped up and I took an entry that I should have been at least more patient on, and everything that I just explained happened. But this is the reality of what happened. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that I didn't bump my stop up and that my stop was at the place it was the entire time, and that I just knew to risk more. I was it was an emotional roller coaster pretty much. I mean, I have the live trade footage and I'll put it up on YouTube for you guys. I don't know if you can tell that I'm emotional with the entry and emotional while this plays out, but yeah, I mean, we did make money today, and we are now at $55,921 on the evaluation. So pretty much like 1.5 trades, and then we passed the evaluation. thank God. Thank God for our performance. Didn't trade the third, didn't trade the fourth. Friday could have traded. I think Friday was like a squeeze day, if I'm not mistaken. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I straight up didn't have any entries that I could find in my plan. I think actually Monday and Tuesday were pretty dead. So I am definitely getting more selective and patient with my trading despite what happened today. Today was not a good example to set for you guys, and I'm sorry about that. I did have a thesis, but my entry was garbage. My trade management worked out, but those are not good habits to build, and that's that. So I'm gonna wrap this video up there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.